Well, hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. Oh, wait, wrong show. Shoot. Hey, welcome, good morning to another week of AP Euro, but a very shortened week as this week we are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you get to take some time to truly be with your families for Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday, and then there is no class on Monday. So, welcome to this 3-day week. It's great to talk to you. I hope you're all staying safe out there, staying home. Um, and I just wanted to take a few moments. Literally, my goal today is 2 minutes to say hi, to check in, and to maybe solicit your help this week as we consider how we're going to play this. So, good to talk to you. For me, I'm doing fine. What are we on? Week 3, and I really have not left my house at all except to go on short walks. So, keeping myself sane with. I got my games. Stardew Valley. Uh, I'm currently undefeated against Courtney in all games played. Big win coming in Scrabble 2 days ago. And I'm really getting lost in Moscow in 1805. This is wild. I'm all proud of myself. I read 200 pages, but that's what 200 pages looks like in this book. So, I don't know. Striving towards a goal. I hope you guys have some things that you're looking forward to every day. And with that being said, uh, the biggest thing that is keeping me sane is working with you guys and seeing you all on Friday, or a lot of you. That was huge. So going off that, I did get some feedback last week. The number one was that the Zoom meeting, the synchronous, the all meeting at the same time, I think is something that we're going to start to implement. At this point, I don't think it'll be required, but being able to talk through some of the assignments, talk through some of the historical events, talk through some of the skills together, and do real-time feedback, I think we've all realized about 3 weeks in that it's a sort of maybe necessary part of this whole process. So as of right now, plan on something Tuesdays and Thursdays. So maybe Tuesday tomorrow, we can I'll have some planned things, and we'll think about a time in the group me on when we can meet and just basically come together. Uh, Also, you might have noticed on all the documents you've turned in, you have basically realized, yeah, I need to be better on feedback. So I went through, just checked things in. I have been, but now it's more official. I've been putting comments on all of the Google Docs. So check that. We'll do some more Zoom meetings to give you feedback to make sure you're on the right track. So what are we on the right track for? The AP test. So a question came in the group me. How much should I be preparing for this right now? Right now we are a month and 7 days away, and I can say two things. Number one, beginning the review right now would be fine, but would be very taxing on the mental health. And the College Board expects us to complete the class. So the plan right now is to get through World War II, sort of the watershed moment of the 20th century, uh, and then we can go full blast review on periods 1 through 7, which is the Renaissance, to we'll kind of go back and look at Queen Victoria in a little more depth, who was in England. So the big thing that I will say with that is, okay, you're thinking like, but Mr. Turner's not going to be tested. Why are we doing this? Well, we now know that the AP test is a document-based question with 5 documents in 45 minutes. That is what we know. That is what has been released. So for every single lesson, I'm going to start doing kind of like 2-day maybe lessons, turning something in. There is going to be some sort of skill-based situation with a source, with creating an argument, with analyzing sources, so that we can continue to hone that skill that we've been doing all year. So a final thought, what is the AP test going to look like? On April 13th at 4 o'clock, right after the AP Lit exam gets out, you'll log in. You will get 5 documents, basically from the 1450 to 1914. If I had to guess, it's going to be something that spans the whole thing, like what was the change that happened in how people viewed sports, like that could be something, so then they can get like 300 years. Anyway, so they'll give you those 5 documents. You will have this new revised rubric, which I will attach to the class page today. There's 10 points. Basically, you're going to have to do the following things. You're going to have to contextualize what was going on. So what are the broader themes? You're going to have to make an argument about what the documents some sort of argument about the documents. And then you're going to have to use at least 2 documents for 1 point, but then you have to use at least 4 documents for a second point, just basically in a discussion, like what are these documents saying? And then you have to make an argument out of those documents. So right now we're at 6 points. You should also find a piece of outside evidence that supports you. So if you're doing sports, you could say, oh, in the 1600s, they were really into like bullfighting, which is true. At that point, analyze 2 documents with the HIP analysis. Oh, I like this argument, but it's a little bit biased because at that point you have 10 out of 10 points. So, sorry I went over. I have yet to get the hang of going with a shorter video, but I hope it had some content that helped you. Today's assignment is going to be very straightforward. All I want you to do is read the part of the textbook on the legacy of World War I. Once you've read the legacy, you can go to the link to a Padlet. In that Padlet, I want you to do 2 things. Number 1, what is the lesson or what is the change that happened because of the war? Kind of talk us through. The class will be able to see it. And number 2 is ask anything about the AP test, so that when we come together on Tuesday in the Zoom meeting, I can have like a bank of questions like, hey, this is kind of what you guys are asking, and I can prepare for those. So, great to talk to you. I look forward to tomorrow and seeing your responses and what sort of questions you guys have. Sorry, when I say tomorrow, I mean Monday. And please get at me at any point for whatever reason, social, school. I am here for you. With that being said, do.